Michelle coming to you from Park Avenue Yarns, and we wanted to take a little bit of time today and talk about a few new products that are in the shop that you may not be aware of. So I'm going to just start with this hat that you see over here in the background, and this hat is made from a new yarn from Blue Sky Fibers, and the yarn is Eco Cashmere, and it is 50% recycled cashmere, and then it has new cashmere as well. And this pattern is a free pattern with yarn purchase, and they used 4 colors, and the 4th color is what they put for the palm. But rather than having to purchase a 4th skein of yarn, we are using one of our real fur palms that we have in the shop, and these just snap on and off. So you just put the base, attach the base to your project, and then when you're ready to wash your hat, you can just pop this off. And if you wanted to change colors out, you could do that as well. So we have these palms in a variety of colors, and then if you aren't too fond of using real fur, we also have some that are not real fur, and they are nice and full as well. So these are our artificial fur palms, but we have a huge selection of those in the shop, and this hat is just lovely. And so free pattern with purchase of that yarn. And these are the colors that Eco Cashmere comes in. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is a brand new line that we brought into the shop, and I'm very excited about it. It's kind of a higher end luxury yarn, and the first thing I'm going to show you, the brand name is Pasquale, and we have several different bases, but the first thing I want to show you is their Royal Alpaca. It's called Alpaca Royale, and it's 25 grams, and there are 145 yards on each of these. And we are currently having a shop sample knit by the lovely Carol, and she is going to use a gray and a cream, and she is going to be knitting this Winter on My Mind Melanie Berg shawl, and it's just stunning. So it uses 4 each of 2 colors of this yarn. So look for that sample when you come into the shop. We'll have this yarn online too shortly. It comes in 4 colors. In that same brand, we have a couple other bases that I wanted to show you really quickly. So over here, this is Papyrus, and it is 50 grams, 131 yards, and this is a cotton and a silk, and it's so lovely because you can see the silk, that there's a little bit of texture in there, but this is just a sample of the palette. It's a very neutral palette, just a stunning, beautiful yarn, super soft. So if you're looking for something that's non-wool, this is going to be a really good option for you. It's a DK weight. We think that it may be able to be used as a heavy sport. So if you're wanting to use it for a sport weight pattern, just do a gauge swatch, and you can probably get away with changing your needle size and using this yarn. So the next yarn that I want to talk about from this company is a cashmere and silk. It's 90% cashmere, 10% silk, and this is a 50 gram ball. It's 77 yards, so it's a little bit chunkier. It's a heavier weight, but super light. And this is not inexpensive. You're looking at just under 60 for a ball, but you could get a beautiful cowl out of just one of these, and it would be a great gift. You could maybe mix it with something to do a hat as well. But anyway, we have it in 2 colors, and it's just, you have to feel this yarn. It's just lovely and beautiful. So that's another one of their yarns that we brought in. And then we also have, I'll just pull a couple of these, but you can see the color palette behind me. But this is Saphira, and this is a fingering weight yarn, and it's lovely. 75% wool, 25% silk, but it's a lovely hand. It has such a soft hand, and this would make fabulous shawls. I would probably make myself a pair of socks out of this. Maybe not as a gift for other people, but for myself. And it's just a gorgeous yarn. And it comes in a nice palette of these blues and greens, and it kind of reflects the idea of water. So this is another one of theirs. You'll have to come in and see that as well. I don't know what shop sample we're going to have made out of that one, but I'm hoping to find a beautiful pattern for that as well. I think they have some pattern support too. It's a newer company to us, so maybe we can get a trunk show or something in here too. So I want to talk about a couple other fun things real quickly. So one is this yarn. It's called Unique, And we've carried this in the fingering weight before, and it's a self-striping yarn. And we have this in several colors, and we've had this already in stock. This is, let me look at the tag. I believe it has some nylon in it. Let me see. No, it's 100% superwash merino. And so this one is great for socks, shawls, but we also now have it in this worsted weight and this bulky weight. And so you can do a quick hat out of one of these bulky weights, and it gives you this nice thick stripe. It's really, really cute. And then we have a lot of people coming in asking about a thicker weight self-striping yarn. And so this is a worsted weight version of that unique yarn. So if you're looking for a self-striping, we have you covered. Now we have a couple of handmade items that I wanted to talk to you about today. These project bags we actually debuted at Vogue Knitting Live in New York this year, but these are hand sewn by Veronica, and they're fully lined, and there are pockets in here as well, but she did all of them out of a nice durable bottom. So this makes a beautiful project bag for under $40, and it's just, the fabrics are gorgeous. She has some Allison Glass fabrics, some Anna Maria Horner, some have Amy Butler, just really pretty. This is actually a waxed canvas bottom, and I'll just show you the inside of this one as well. The fully lined with your pockets, and then the nice drawstring. So we have several of those left. Well, I say several, there are 4 or 5 here. And this one she's done some patchwork on, some piecing, and it has this green cork bottom. So these are beautiful if you're looking for a unique project bag. The last thing that I want to show you today is another item that's handmade by a local artisan, Industrial Whimsy, which is a company owned by Esther, and she makes not only beautiful patterns that we've done as knit-alongs here, but also these beautiful stitch markers, and I call them stitch marker jewelry. So I'm going to pull this around. So you can see we just have them displayed on this tree, but they're sets. And these sets have a tassel and a ribbon, and there is a little charm on each one. This one happens to have a key on it. And then there's a set of 6 stitch markers as well. She has some that are smaller, so if you're doing some sock knitting or some shawl knitting on smaller needles, you can get the ones that she's made that are smaller. And then they're all different colors. And then she has some that she's made that are bigger. So if you're using probably above a size 8 or 9, you might want to go for these larger ones. And again, the tassels and the charms are just so cute. And what I would do is I would put this on a necklace on a long piece of leather or something of that nature, and then you have your stitch markers with you, and they're nice and secure with this clasp that she has. But that's what we have new for you here at Park Avenue Yarns. Feel free to ask us. We're always happy to show you the new products that have arrived in the shop. But also, if you follow our Facebook page, Park Avenue Yarns, and our Instagram, Park Avenue Yarns, and also you can go to our website, parkavenueyarns.com, and at the bottom you can sign up for our newsletters, and that's another great way to keep in touch and hear about the great new things we have coming in the shop. As always, we're your local yarn shop online. Thank you very much for watching. Till next time.